It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Arizona. It's the Saints and the Cardinals on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Here's 2nd and 8. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. This is good for a first down. His second grab in this NFC Championship bout.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. So we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And this is going to be a home first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. Back to throw. So left side, hauled in by McBride. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
At the 9-yard line.
Now back to throw. This is caught. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Pollard. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Pollard again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you.
And raise you 6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
Blake Grupe now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
On the return is Powell.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. He's got McBride here over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll drop to throw. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. They go play action here on 1st down. Open man is Higgins. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was holding for a touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 31 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time, a 6-play drive. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. On play action, they'll throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
2nd down and 3.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Coming left is Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him the 1st down. They'll drop to throw.
And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. 2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the Saints 30-yard line.
Looking to throw.
Able to get this one to McBride.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
He'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
You can score on these guys. Stop. Let's go now. Yeah. Make them jump off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. This is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. They're going to look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, and he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here tonight, but his 2nd drop. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sutton, 66 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Groupie for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28.
Well, we're going to get another look at this one. Dennis Allen not happy, so he has thrown the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Higgins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one is right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Third and 3.
He'll drop to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you in the spot you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you should have done.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. Taken down by Pete Werner.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
Personal foul. Defense.
Certainly, those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Paulson and Debo up to make the stop. They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cards have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts him in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Here's Grupe for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. This is 2nd and 8. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Here's Powell on the return.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 24. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw on 4th and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Groupie for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. This is 1st and 10. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And 9 yards to go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. A toss running left. Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. The Saints are the champions of the NFC. As we say thank you for watching, and good night, everybody.
Let's make a play here. Maintain that mental toughness. Let's go.
It's going to be a good day, boys.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Choose the team you continue ahead.